you all. We are Group 5 and today we will discuss the Galapagos rise and what you need to know about it. We are your presenters. I am Francine de la Cruz.
And I am Paul Nathan El Santiago.
Now let's get straight to the point. Located on the Nazca Plate in the Pacific Ocean, 1,000 kilometers west of Ecuador, are the Galapagos Islands. This volcanic archipelago, made up of 13 major islands, was formed by the Galapagos rise, which we will discuss today. So what is this rise exactly?
Well, the Galapagos rise actually occurred due to two types of intrusions, namely subduction and hotspots. But before we talk about intrusions, let us first clear up some things about tectonic plates that will be important in our explanations.
You may already know that tectonic plates are the massive land masses that make up the Earth's crust and lithosphere, which cause earthquakes and volcanic action. However, the real magic that causes these changes are not with the plates themselves, but actually how they interact with other plates and the magma beneath them. That is why we classify these interactions.
To start, subduction occurs when two convergent plates collide. In this case, the Nazca Plate moves 5 centimeters eastwards per year, which makes it closer to the westward moving South American Plate.
Take note that the Nazca Plate is denser than the South American Plate. This means that it will subduct or go under the less dense South American Plate.
Now, the heat from the mantle of the Earth causes the subducted plate to melt into magma, which rises because it is hotter and less dense. This displaces the crust above it to form a volcanic arc, also resulting in the formation of numerous islands and volcanoes.
To add, the Nazca Plate created a shield volcano while moving away from the hotspot. This hotspot, also known as the Galapagos hotspot, is around 150 kilometers and currently sits underneath the northwestern region of the Galapagos Islands.
But what are hotspots? Well, hotspots are simply thin layers or holes in the Earth's crust caused by rising magma, which creates pressure and displaces the crust, resulting in the formation of islands and volcanoes as I have shown. To see how hotspots occur, we must first see how the magma rises in the first place. Let us look at the rising magma, also known as mantle plumes, to truly see hotspots in action. It begins at the boundary between the lower mantle and the outer core of the Earth. The heat of the core causes the boundary layer to become more buoyant and start rising. This achieved buoyancy also makes the iconic mushroom shape of mantle plumes. And as the mantle plume rises and reaches the crust, it seeps through thin layers and holes in the Earth's crust, creating pressure and forming volcanoes, as I have shown.
So once again, these two intrusions characterize what we call the rise, and ultimately created the volcanic archipelago we know today as the Galapagos Islands. Something interesting to note is that the Galapagos Islands were only formed 3.3 million years ago, making it relatively young. Thus, these islands are actually still being formed today, with most of its volcanoes active.
Fun fact, this archipelago actually contributed a lot to science, for it inspired Charles Darwin to write his theory of evolution through natural selection after his voyage in 1831. Due to the unique climate and location of the islands, he noticed that several species looked and acted differently from island to island.
With these observations, he inferred evolution or gradual transformations that made species develop unique features, but all from a common ancestor. Only 5 weeks after exploring the islands, he came up with his now famous theory of evolution.
His theory proves the adaptability of species, which became the base of our current understanding of where we came from. All in all, these islands that were made through this rise were able to leave a huge impact on the scientific world by bringing new ideas, especially in the field of biology. If these tectonic plates had not moved in that manner, maybe the islands would have been different, and Charles Darwin would have never formulated the theory of evolution.
Although we may sometimes take these things for granted, these natural phenomena have and will continue to shape the world around us and how we perceive it.